Hey, tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me knew my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags, and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's stop. You know what's stop. You know pretend. You gonna lie. We don't be gang. You know what's stop.
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shot back, Timber. In the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Ushu Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. First play from scrimmage, Newton going to throw it. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Algier is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, flush to his right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Well, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
following the interception, here's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Newton on the run. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Now Darnold. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Hubbard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. In motion comes the tight end left. Now Mariota. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Mariota to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And complete to Drake London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mariota on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to the ground now. Patterson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mariota. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's not critical about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
4th down, Mariota. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
First down, Mariota. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Darnold escaping the pressure right. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into.
And that flag accepted.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. To the air again, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 4th down, Darnold. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second, here's Algier. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mariota. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Mariota.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. Kadarius Hodge has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 45. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. The play fake, and it's Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He stiff arms him, and the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mariota now. Touchdown, Falcons. Damiere Byrd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Foreman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Foreman. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And Xavier Woods. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll go with Foreman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Dance, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6.